Welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky. The show will begin momentarily.
But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win. We choose to go to the moon.
Hello, welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky. This is the Dragonchain Update Show, and this is episode 0x106. 1x106 is how it's pronounced. It's hex, and it is the 263rd weekly episode. Reminder, nothing on the show is financial advice, and stay tuned after all the updates for a quick AMA, the weekly AMA. First off, on Dragonchain updates this week. First of all, the Super Happy Dragon Lucky. This shows distribution for the Dragonchain layer of NFTs. It's 946 lot. There were 2 questions for 236 lot each. The host received 236 lot, and Dragonchain received 237 lot. Next, we go into Den.Social updates. So first off, the layer creation process. Layer creation process for August 2024 commitment phase is now live. It'll run for 1 week, and it will end on Tuesday, August 20th at 10 a.m. Eastern, 1400 UTC. Also with Den, the new DenDAO update, basically go to this post, DenDAO discussion for August 14th of 2024, and make any comments or suggestions or requests or questions there, and we can, we will answer them. And if we need to get on a meeting, get on a call, we can. Now we move to World Blockchain Roundtable updates. So first off, in case you missed last week's episode, it was what if Bitcoin Core agreed to expand the block size, episode 168. Really good set of questions, and it was a really good show. A lot of stuff there. This week, in fact, in about 54 minutes, it is episode 169, Fake Tokens and Scammers, How to Clean Up Blockchain. So make sure you leave a blockchain-related question or subject to discuss. Let's see if there's any down here. Yep, there are a few questions already, so that is good. So good job. Thank you for the questions. That'll be a good show, I think. Usually, actually, World Blockchain Roundtable and what used to be Blockchain Seattle, that was one of the first really useful things about it, is that people could share info about projects and whether or not they were scams. I think it helped a lot of people. It was a good thing. Now we go to DRAKARIA updates. Make sure you are following DRAKARIA World on X. There are 2 simultaneous contests running right now, one of which is for the mottos, and I think that's a 4-key giveaway. And then there's also a trivia set from the white paper that is active right now as well. So get in there, win a gateway key while you still can. There aren't very many left, and that's right before we go launch. Hopefully that'll be very soon. So while here, I guess I'm going to share this here while I update that's all the updates. So while I update or refresh the AMA questions, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. So first question, let's get down here. And I am. Den question. Den has a marketplace layer. What would you like to see marketed and traded there? It is funny because it is so obscure it can function like a private marketplace. Can you think of a few items that would be perfect to be bought, sold, traded in this layer? Why do you think it isn't used very much? I don't know. It was an LCP layer, so maybe whoever proposed it, maybe it took too long to have it created in the LCP. I don't know. But and also maybe because it's whoever proposed it hasn't been around to say what the vision was for it, or what they had intended it to be used for. I mean, I know there are similar communities on Reddit. Like I used to buy stuff for parts and whole keyboards for out of the mechanical keyboards. There was a trading layer. I can't remember what it was called, but layer subreddit, and you'd basically have to say, "Hey, I want it," and people would have, and we could use the same thing for this. It's imperfect, but where if you bought or sold from someone, if you were buying or selling, you could check the other person's reputation. There was a site that would actually let people, you know, uh, vote on whether this person actually shipped and didn't cheat them, and whether the product was as described and stuff like that. I mean, it would be great if we had some automated way to do uh, uh, an escrow where you could put the money in, but it's kind of hard with physical items. So maybe if it was digital items, it could work really well. But yeah, that's an interesting question. I haven't even gone in there for a long while since it was created, because I haven't seen any activity there. But who knows? Next, Jacob Wayne. What is the current lore payout for the year 2024? I remember each year it changes, or even each quarter. I was also curious if it changes each week, depending on gas fees or something. I feel like my lore accrual ranges from a soft trickle to a downright downpour. So I saw this question in advance, luckily, so I was able to pull it up, because I wouldn't be able to tell you otherwise. So it's interesting. I'm going to pull this down here where I can look at it. So the amount originally allotted for 2024, based upon the way it was broken out over the years, was 178,272,904. So that's for the entire year. Also, because we did not get, I can't remember the exact situation, but we didn't get the lore rewards turned on in the first years ago, 2021 actually. We voted, and you go back to DenDAO and look at what the vote was, but we voted what to do with that lore, and whether to distribute it in 2022, or whether to split it, and if I remember right, it was split over several years. And here, let me see. I'll look at 2023. Yeah, maybe I don't know. But there was an adjusted lore amount for 2021. So anyway, 90,465,194.36 lore were added to 2024 from the 2021 allotment, because they weren't used in 2021 because we hadn't implemented it in time. So the total for 2024 is 268,738,098.36, at least rounded, lore. And that is every day comes to approximately 807,021 lore every day going out, right? So that's a lot. And that is further split between Matter ETH liquidity pools. So anybody who has that competes for 363,000 on Uniswap. Lore ETH pools, people are competing for 161,000 lore approximate. Anybody who has Matter internally or externally is competing for 121,000. Anyone with lore internally or externally is competing for 16,000. Den governance lot, I'm not sure, I can't remember what that comes from, but 12,000. Lot itself, internal or external, is 48,000. And Dragon ETH, I don't know if that's implemented or not. We'd have to look at that. Is 36,000. Oh, wait, no, sorry, 48,000 also. And then Dragon's 36,000. And I don't know if the Dragon ETH or the Dragon are actually implemented yet either. I forget. It's been too long. I used to know. So anyway, that's a great question, because that was an excellent refresher on how that stuff works. And we could dive into it. It might be worth diving into some of these things occasionally on how Den works for a refresher for new people and for people who have forgotten. But yeah, you should be getting ranges based upon what you're holding and what you're doing in the system. For all those different pools, Matter, Lore, Lot, and the liquidity pool. So interesting stuff, really, really good stuff. So thanks for asking that question. So that's everything. We have no featured post. And I do reserve the right to revise and extend my remarks. Everyone who got a question, there were only 2 questions, will get a split of the contributor lot from this show, depending upon how many people see it. Very similar. We copied off of the World Blockchain Roundtable and changed a few things, of course, just to keep it simple. But if you have time, go to Dragonchain.Store and get a hat. There's some good Den hats, some good Den DAO hats. There's some good Dragonchain hats. They didn't used to be able to make those. So, look, there's a red bill versus a non-red bill. That's interesting. Anyway, so get on there and do that. And if you are able, do please go to legalfund.dragonchain.com. Help us pay the legal bill. We're almost done with all that stuff, I think. I don't know. There's obviously still stuff going on, but we're getting further along, and you can donate with crypto or with dirty fiat. So anything you can, help us out. We really appreciate it. We'll be forever grateful. And, if you're in town ever, even if you don't contribute, let me know if you're ever in Kansas City area. And I'll take you to lunch or dinner or a drink or something. Also, watch us again next week, same time, and watch the World Blockchain Roundtable today at 1100 Eastern, 1500 UTC. It's about 43 minutes from now. And follow Dragonchain Real Denizens and Jojo Row on X and on Den.Social. I think that's everything. Let's see, what do we want to play on the way out? We'll just play this. All right. Thanks so much.
Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best. Adaptable, all capital, label radical yet rational. A tactical approach is palpable if this animal is fallible. But that conclusion is laughable, so we're all detachable from the mandible. You see it now?